Hi, this is Hester Vaughan of Lifestyle Coach Financial Services, and this is my takeaway of vitality for 2026. High level look at this. So, some good things are that from next year, instead of just the Apple Watch, you can now also get the Garmin watch. So, similar situation as to how you would do. How you get the Apple Watch, you can also pay it off through your exercise, but you can get the Garmin watch, which is lovely. There's a huge new push and emphasis on sleeping for next year, which I think is very welcome. Basically, it's going to be an extra ring to close for your Vitality Active Rewards. It's the sleep ring, so you can actually earn some money while sleeping. And to that end, they are making available the Aura ring, which is, I don't have one, but it's becoming available. So you can pay it off like you would do the Discovery watch or the Garmin watch. You can do the Aura ring, which is going to track your sleep cycles. And so the whole gist of it for next year is they want you to become aware, start tracking your sleep, and then improving your sleep. So that's how you're going to get your rewards. And the general advice is to stay within 1 hour of your usual bedtime. So if you normally go to bed at 9:30 or 10 o'clock, then don't go to bed later than 11 or earlier than 9. So try to stay within an hour of your usual bedtime, and then aim for 7 hours of sleep. That's kind of how high level the tracking is going to work. The other changes are the points. The bands are exactly the same. To get to bronze I'm just going to go gold and diamond actually. Diamond, 50,000 for an adult still. For the second adult, 50,000, and any additional adults thereafter, 25,000 points. For gold, 40,000 as an adult. Second adult, 40,000, and every additional adult, 20,000. And then it goes, you know me, I always like everybody to try to get to gold or diamond. So I'm going to just stick to those. But we've got more opportunity to earn points. So there's still the Know Your Health, which is 25,000 points, but that includes your going to the nurse for your health screening. It's doing your Vitality Age questionnaire and your mental well-being online assessment. There's 3 of those. So if everything is according to plan and you're as healthy, as fit as a fiddle, and you do all of those, you can get 25,000 points. The Get Active is increased to 35,000 points. So you can now earn 35,000 points for getting active. That's 25,000 for exercise and an extra 10,000 for your vitality cardio fitness level, which your Garmin or Apple Watch will show you. It does it automatically. Or if you don't have a watch, then you have to go and have a vitality fitness assessment to get that extra 10,000. And that's of course, if you're super fit, then you'll get the full 10,000. The other things are eating well, 12,000 points and they've got a new formula as to how many food items. It's like 25 items or more per month of healthy foods, and then there's a formula how to do it, and they've made like more neutral foods. Anyway, 12,000 points that you can get for buying healthy foods, and 1,000 points if you go for a nutrition assessment. And then the sleeping, you can get 6,000 points for the year, maximum of 500 points per month, and that is if you've got they've got like a range of how to say whether I think 75 points or above gives you, like, that's the great one. Remember what I said, 1 hour within your sleeping window and 7 hours to sleep. And it's 25 nights tracked. You have to have tracked. So you basically have to either wear the sleep ring or your watch when you're sleeping. And so then you can get an extra 6,000 points. So they've kept the band. So I think they might have listened to us moaning that it's getting more difficult every year to stay on gold or diamond. And so they've kept the points that you need to get to those levels the same, but they've given us more opportunities to earn points. So that's a bonus for next year. I also just wanted to mention for over 65s, you've got extra stuff that you can do to get points. So that's very helpful. And I really like, there's a steady falls risk assessment that you can do that gives you 500 points. And yeah, just extra stuff. So if you are over 65, please try and find out what they are, or contact our office and we will give you more information on that. And that's basically it for the changes for next year. Other points that you can earn, sorry, I just wanted to go through those, are, and this is age appropriate, so only certain people: pap smear, mammogram, colonoscopy, and dental. Those points remain unchanged that you can still get. And then for the over 60s, there's the flu vaccine. It was 1,000, now for next year it's 2,000 points to get for that. There's the initial HIV test, which is 7,500. Annual is 1,000. That's still the same. If you register for a chronic condition, you can get 2,500 points for doing that. Then there's the glaucoma test for 1,000, the pneumococcal vaccine for over 65s, and the shingles vaccine for over 65s. And yeah, the 65 and older is the new pathways, which is vision, hearing, the falls, as I mentioned, and a cardio-metabolic. So you can get between 1,000 and 3,500 points if you are 65 and older, if you are doing those specific tests to your age. So that's it really for, they also are adding a lot more specific gym places that you can go to for Pilates and yoga. So they've added a whole lot more to those. There's High Rocks, there's the Padel, or paddle as we wanted to say, but there's up to, like, I think 300 more different places that you can go for the yoga and Pilates, which is really nice. And there's special offers for next year that you can have, like, according to your vitality status, a few free visits to those specific exercise classes. So that's also very nice for next year. So that's it, high level changes to Vitality Health. Let's hope we have a great year and that we get our fitness points up and all of our sleep points and all of that in to get to our levels. And if you have any specific questions and you'd like some help, you can contact our office and ask for help, and we will certainly do our best. Thank you very much. Sorry, and just to add to the Vitality benefits, the video, just your general ones. This is just what is covered under Vitality. It's your Virgin Active and Planet Fitness. Adults can get 75% off, kids 50% off. You've got to go 36 times a year. As I said, the fitness facilities, you can get 8 free workouts a month, up to 96 per year. But that's on diamond and gold, it's 8. Silver and bronze, it's 4. Blue, it's 2. Padel or paddle is 20% off. The other classes that are fun, it's through Booker-Mat, and it's rebounding classes. That's really, really fun on the little mini trampolines. There's CrossFit, there's combat sports, dance, HIIT. So those are some of the extra classes that they've added. And then they've simplified the active gear. At Total Sports and Sportsman's Warehouse, it's 25% off up to 1,000 Rand per month. And for Nike and Garmin, that's the Garmin watch that you can get. It's 25%. If you don't do it the one where you can pay it off with your exercise points over 24 months, you can also just buy one with a 25% discount. But it's on a Garmin that's up to 8,000 Rand. So you're probably going to have to pay in a bit more if you want a smarter Garmin. And the Nike benefit is for 25% off up to a maximum of 4,000 Rand per year. Then, as I mentioned, the Apple Watch, the Garmin watch, and the Aura Ring that you can buy now through doing the 24 months, paying it off. You pay that activation fee, you get the watch, the Apple, the Garmin, or the Aura Ring, and then you work it off over 24 months. If you make your fitness, your Vitality Active rewards, then you never have to pay for it. Otherwise, if you miss, then you start paying it off per month. But it's interest free, which is always really nice. And then no changes. The Checkers and the Woolies the same as normal. Clicks and Dis-Chem, Healthy Care, Baby City, Babies R Us and Toys R Us, which is the Healthy Baby. And Sturkini Core, still adults 50% off, and kids are free if it's before 7 o'clock shows, and you've got to be between 2 and 18. and you've got to do an online kids health review to get that for the children. Flights still seem to be BA, Emirates, Qantas, Airlink, Fly, Safair and SAA, and there was another one, but I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see the small print. But it's sort of between 25% up to 75%. And then your holidays, you still get 25% off certain holidays and accommodation and car hire. But as I discussed last year, how they've really started to change it, whereas in the past it used to be only Vitality Health, and that's all you needed to do to get your maximum Vitality discounts. Now they've shifted it. You've got to first do your health check with a nurse. You've got to do your online questionnaires, and then you've got to activate it. Then you get your 25%. Then you, if you've added the bank, then you get more. So it's sliding scale up, but they really want you to be on the bank to get the full maximum discounts. And then it's depending on your Vitality Healthy money score and your Vitality score as to, you know, how, for local and international flights, you can get up to 75% off, depending on your bank suite. And anyway, it's quite complex. It's too much to put in one video, but if you need to know more, please do contact me and I will give you the information specific to you. So that's the final information on the changes for 2026.